There is someone out there who can feel you long before they ever meet you. Your energy speaks, your imagination calls, and your future partner senses the shift the moment you begin this one powerful visualization. If you're ready to attract the person meant for your soul, this is where everything changes. Your marriage partner is not a stranger drifting randomly in the universe. They are already connected to you on an unseen frequency, a spiritual signal that responds instantly to the images you hold in your mind. The moment you begin practicing this visualization, your energy reorganizes, your timeline accelerates, and life starts moving everything necessary to bring the two of you together. This isn't wishful thinking. It's the divine law of imagination. The truth that what you vividly picture with feeling becomes unavoidable in your physical world. And the truth is simple. Your future spouse can feel when your soul calls them. When you imagine with clarity, something extraordinary happens. Your energy starts transforming into a magnet. You stop chasing, you stop doubting, you stop waiting, and instead you begin embodying the version of yourself who is already married, already chosen, already deeply connected. This shift doesn't whisper. It echoes, it travels like a pulse through the invisible realm, touching the heart of the very person who belongs with you. While you simply sit quietly in your room, they begin to experience thoughts, urges, and emotions that move them toward you without knowing why. The visualization is simple, but it must be practiced with sincerity. Close your eyes and step into a scene where your marriage already exists. Don't force it. Don't analyze it. Just observe it like a memory. Feel their hand intertwined with yours. Feel the warmth of their presence, the security of their love, the peace that tells you this is finally home. Don't try to see their full face unless it appears naturally. Just allow the feeling of being chosen, adored, and deeply connected to settle into your consciousness. Because the power isn't in the details, it's in the emotion. Emotion is the language of the spiritual world, and your future marriage partner speaks that language even now. The moment you generate the feeling of I am loved, they receive it like a message delivered through the unseen. You are not imagining them, you are tuning into them. You are aligning with the version of reality where they already exist with you. And the more consistently you practice this visualization, the stronger the signal becomes, the faster they move toward your life, and the sooner the universe opens doors that were previously locked. Many people imagine from desire, but not from fulfillment. They visualize from a place of lack, silently saying, I hope this happens. That weak energy never reaches the person you're meant for. But when you visualize from fulfillment, with the feeling that it is already done, the effect is instant. The universe doesn't need months or years to rearrange itself. It responds now, because fulfillment is the most powerful vibration you can release. It is the vibration of certainty, of completion, of divine knowing. And here is the secret most people never understand. Your marriage partner feels you the moment you feel them. When you enter the visualization with gratitude instead of longing, with peace instead of fear, with confidence instead of desperation, the bond between your inner world and their inner world activates. Suddenly they start thinking of settling down. They feel a pull to be more serious, more intentional, more open. They find themselves craving emotional connection, craving a partner, craving the very energy you are radiating. Without knowing your name, they feel the shift. Without seeing your face, they sense your presence. Without meeting you physically, their soul recognizes the call of yours. This is not magic. It is alignment. It is the spiritual law that everything begins in imagination. Just as you visualize holding their hand, somewhere in their life they feel the warmth of someone meant for them. Just as you imagine waking beside them, they begin waking with a renewed desire for companionship. Just as you imagine being chosen, they suddenly feel the desire to choose someone. You are not waiting for destiny, you are shaping it. The key is consistency. You cannot visualize once and return to your old self. Your old doubts, your fears, your insecurities, they weaken the signal. But when you practice daily, even for a few minutes, you build a spiritual momentum that becomes impossible to break. And when momentum builds, events accelerate. You may meet someone unexpectedly, reconnect with someone from your past, or cross paths with a completely new soul who instantly feels familiar. Because the visualization prepares the path. It tells the universe, I am ready. And the universe answers with, then here it is. Imagine sitting quietly tonight, closing your eyes, and stepping into a version of yourself already married. You're not imagining a fantasy, you're remembering a future that already belongs to you. Feel your partner's laughter, their presence, their protection, their loyalty. Feel how peaceful it is to have someone who sees you, loves you, and chooses you every single day. That feeling is the signal. That feeling is the bridge between you and them. And as you hold that feeling, they feel it too. They may not know where the shift came from, but they will feel compelled to move toward you, emotionally, spiritually, and eventually physically. Your visualization becomes their awakening. Your emotion becomes their longing. Your certainty becomes their courage. Your call becomes their response. This is why so many people meet their spouse. The moment they stop worrying, the moment they start imagining, the moment they shift their inner world. Life doesn't bring marriage through desperation. It brings it through alignment. The moment you embody the energy of being loved, life brings you the person who can match it. And this is the power that transforms everything. You attract not by searching, but by becoming. So practice this visualization daily. Not with pressure, not with fear, not with how long will it take, but with joy, with gratitude, with the inner knowing that every time you enter that scene of fulfillment, you are touching the soul of your future partner. You are sending a silent signal that says, I am ready, I am here, I am aligned. And trust me, they feel it. They feel the warmth. They feel the pull. They feel the invisible connection forming. And soon your lives will collide in the most natural, effortless way. A conversation, a message, a meeting, a moment. You won't have to force anything. Destiny will do the work once you activate the energy. Your imagination is the doorway. Your emotion is the key. And your faith is the bridge. Your marriage partner isn't set far away. They are closer than you think, connected to your spirit, tuned to your energy, waiting for the moment you become the version of yourself who is already theirs. And when you practice this visualization with true feeling, you don't just attract them, you awaken them. The universe knows what you want. Your partner's soul knows what you feel. And love knows the way to unite two hearts that are already calling each other. Your only task now is simple. Close your eyes. Step into the scene of fulfillment. Feel the love as if it is already yours. Because the moment you do, your marriage partner feels you instantly. And your lives begin moving toward each other in a straight, unstoppable line. The moment your inner world shifts from loneliness to fulfillment, something powerful awakens in the unseen realm. And your destined partner begins to feel an emotional pull they cannot explain. Your silent transformation becomes a vibration they instinctively recognize, even if they have never met you before. As you embody the energy of being loved, chosen, and emotionally safe, the signal reaches their spirit with striking clarity. They begin sensing a new desire for connection, a sudden readiness for commitment, a gentle stirring in their heart that aligns with your visualization. You do not need to speak or act. Your energy does the calling. The universe always mirrors the state you hold within, and fulfillment speaks louder than any words you could ever say. When you shift your inner frequency, life aligns the right people instantly. What feels like imagination to you becomes a spiritual nudge for them. This is how two souls move toward each other without effort. Your inner change is the first step toward physical union. And once the shift is made, destiny begins doing the work naturally. When you visualize from completeness rather than desire, your imagination stops pleading and starts creating with authority. You no longer send out the vibration of I need, but the vibration of I already am. This is the energy that transforms longing into manifestation, releasing every trace of doubt and fear. When you imagine with the calm confidence of someone who already has the love they seek, your visualization becomes a magnet that the universe cannot resist. Your future partner senses this shift as an emotional awakening inside them. They begin to crave stability, affection, and the loving presence of someone who truly matches them. Your visualization plants a seed in the unseen that grows roots in their heart. They do not know why, but they begin preparing emotionally for your arrival. This is the secret power of imagining from fulfillment. It creates reality instead of asking for it. Emotion is the language of the spiritual world, and every feeling you generate in your visualization becomes a message your future partner receives instantly. When you feel loved, they feel inspired. When you feel chosen, they feel guided. When you feel connected, they experience a sudden clarity about what they want in a relationship. Emotion bridges the distance between two people long before life brings them face to face. It is not your words that reach them, it is your vibration. And when you hold the inner experience of a happy marriage, your partner begins stepping into the same emotional frequency. Their heart aligns with your dream without them ever hearing it spoken. This is how the invisible becomes visible, and how two souls synchronize across time and space through pure feeling. The universe moves everything faster when you step into the identity of someone who is already married. The moment you become that version internally, life responds externally with opportunities, encounters, and shifts that match your new state. You no longer walk through the world as someone searching, but as someone aligned with the love that belongs to them. This identity sends a ripple across your timeline, collapsing delays and removing obstacles that once stood in the way. Your future spouse feels this shift as a sudden emotional maturity rising within them. They start thinking about commitment, partnership, and long-term connection in ways they never considered before. Without knowing why, they are pulled into the mindset that matches your inner reality. When you change your identity, you change their readiness. Consistent visualization builds a bridge of energy that strengthens the unseen bond between you and your destined partner. Each time you revisit the scene in your imagination, the connection grows stronger and clearer, guiding both of you toward each other. Every repetition deepens the emotional imprint, allowing your partner to sense your presence even more intensely. This daily practice amplifies the spiritual signal, making your energy more recognizable to them. You begin moving toward one another like magnets drawn by an unseen force. Life rearranges itself to support the connection because your consistent inner work creates a roadmap for destiny. The more often you visualize, the more undeniable the pull between you becomes. Consistency is not just a habit, it is a calling. Your inner certainty becomes a spark that awakens something powerful within your future partner. When you feel secure in the knowing that love is already yours, they feel a sudden courage rising inside them. They begin seeking clarity, making decisions, and preparing emotionally for a relationship that feels divinely aligned. Your confidence strengthens their intuition. Your calm strengthens their desire. Your belief strengthens their readiness to find you. It is as if your certainty gives their soul permission to move forward. They feel the shift without understanding its source, but they follow the impulse because it feels like truth. This invisible dialogue between two souls is what brings them closer with each passing day. Your faith creates movement in their life. Gratitude in your visualization turns your desire into a completed spiritual reality. The universe cannot ignore. When you imagine with thankfulness instead of fear, your energy becomes irresistible. Gratitude tells the universe, I have received, and the universe responds by delivering it physically. Your future spouse receives this gratitude as a comforting warmth in their emotions. They feel drawn toward love, drawn toward connection, drawn toward the energy that matches your thankful heart. Life then orchestrates meetings, opportunities, and encounters that guide both of you toward your destined union. Gratitude removes resistance, dissolves fear, and accelerates manifestation with ease. It is the quiet but powerful signal that makes your love story unfold effortlessly.